started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time. It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time. It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
And we are back in the Ash Trojan post-game. Yes, Nick, if you'll take this. Ash Trojan post-game show. And with Coach Bachman. And, Coach, thanks for making your way up here. We certainly appreciate the transparency and the availability that you bring.
Absolutely. I enjoy
Hang on. Are you not?
He's there. He just needs to get his mic closer.
Oh, yeah, you just got to look. Pretend it's the show.
Sorry, I was drinking a little water. Absolutely, man. This is a huge part. This is part of the family. This is important. Promotes the kids, promotes the program. I can't tell you how many people watch this, and I get so many reports. Just, people are fired up. Grandparents, aunts, uncles. My family. This is how they stay connected. So, absolutely.
We talked to you after the half, and you said the first half of the third quarter was going to be a huge part of it, and you guys dominated the entire second half, of course, but you came out and set a tone there at the first.
Yeah, no doubt. I thought a stop and a score was going to go a long way to, really grabbing control of it, putting some pressure on them. They want to limit possessions. They want to be methodical, and there's just only so many possessions that you have left at that point. So, it's just a huge part and something that, I think if you want to head somewhere, those are the things you get good at. You understand the importance of, I thought we did a really good job. Closed the first half strong. Getting the lead and then open the second half. You can do a lot in football games, when you close the first half strong and you open the second half, and I thought we did that tonight.
Short of that opening drive, and we were able to talk to Merce a little bit after the game, after your interview with him, and we talked about the fourth down stops that they had. But I pointed to the third down stop when O comes in at the end of the first down here when it was 3rd and goal from the 1, and he fires through and gets a 2-yard loss.
You're in a bind, that playbook, begins to you just take things probably off the table that if you're 4th and goal from the 1, there's just so much more that's on the table. But no, that was a huge play when you can get negative plays there down on the goal line and move it from where it's right up there in it. And, I think they were 4th in a long 3 and made all the difference in the world. And, then they don't execute there on after the quarter change. It's a huge play by O.
Yep, and that started things off, and it led to, of course, you get the touchdown, they get the kickoff return, but their offense after last year's game when they put up a lot of points, never found the end zone.
Yeah, they've had some injuries. Now I'm certainly, proud of our kids, and we knew that it was going to be all right. Let's squeeze them.
Right.
They're going to be limited in what they can do. This is the circumstances that we're all playing in. Everybody, if they've coached long enough or played long enough, has been a part of that. But kind of felt like if we could just keep keep making them earn it. Don't give up any explosive plays that they were going to struggle to consistently put long drives together. And, outside of the opening drive and the kickoff return, played pretty well and on defense. Special teams hurt us tonight, kickoff return, muffed a punt. It's not really what I would even call a fake punt. They're going to half roll. They're going to check your, if you're, we showed it so many times to know exactly what was coming. So did the kids, and we didn't execute, and so they took advantage of us and probably kept it closer longer than we feel like it should have been.
Right.
Well, one of the things, Coach, we talked about is don't let last week's game, don't let Ruston beat you twice.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it looked like
letdown
exactly
type thing, and there was a little bit of that early. There wasn't a whole lot of, you could sense it in pregame. You're trying to get them going, and I don't know if that's over. Last week, I mean, there's all kinds of, things that I guess can contribute to that. But, as you and I talked about down on the field, that anybody that's been around here longer than 5 minutes understands that we got a bunch of competitors down there and that our kids are going to respond regardless of whatever circumstances they put themselves in or that they find themselves in.
One of those competitors is 6.
Absolutely.
We talked before the game. And I told him, I said, I expect JT in crunch time to really open up. And he did just that. I said he'd be between 150 and 200 yards, and I think it was somewhere around 190 tonight on 25, 27 carries. Get stronger as he goes.
Yeah, no doubt. We had talked about, I think we had said, towards the end of the week, like, this needs to be a 25-plus carry night. And, to hear those, that we got to that number was huge. And, I know we're going to touch the third down touchdown there. From Ty to EJ was a huge play.
That was
third and long, and that kind of we grabbed control of it at that point, hitting that play right there.
You've also heard a lot of times on this show that the Trojans don't throw to the tight end. Here comes Tanner again, and I know his eyes light up when he gets his number called. But it's a great throwback play.
Yeah, it's just a little naked bootleg,
yep.
and one that you kick yourself. You looking back to last week, we're in a similar situation. You know that they're loading up. Felt like we would have walked in and had an easy touchdown off of it last week, and you just kick yourself. And as we talked about on Thursday night, you don't want to waste a failure or where you come up short. And so we're in that situation again, and felt like we were going to hit it, and obviously we did.
One of the things we talked about off air before the game was we wanted to see the defensive line and the linebackers have more tackles than the free safety. And don't get me wrong, Blackwell's up there.
No doubt.
He's always up there.
He's always.
But X and O.
Yeah.
I mean, they played great tonight.
Yeah, no, I second that. I'm really anxious to get in there and watch the film, and I know the coaches get a chance to kind of watch it in the middle of it. I don't necessarily get as much. I get to watch it at halftime a little bit on the iPads, trying to try and take in as much information as you can, and I'm ready to watch this, and that's kind of what we'll do. We'll start diving into it here real shortly, and finding out where we can improve. And I think that's the big thing, kind of what I was talking to the kids, is our best ball's still in front of us. And, we got to continue to stay focused and continue to stay hungry because this is the time where we want to be catching our stride and playing our best football. And I think there's a lot for this team to accomplish, and I'm anxious to see what we'll go chase.
You guys moved 4-3 on the season, 1-1 in district play. And you have a Pineville Rebel team that has been hanging around a lot of these ball games. They go up to Ruston and face a tough Bearcats team tonight. But you throw records out the window. You throw everything out the window as you look at a cross-parish rivalry like that.
Yep, no doubt. Always look forward to it. Always a lot of energy in the stadium. A lot of buzz and talk around the game. And, really excited for it. Thing we kind of talk about around here. And I can't remember who I heard this from, but I thought it was a great approach to rivalry games. Is some people play rivalry games out of hatred for the opponent, and some people play rivalry games out of the love of what they
Yeah.
get to represent, and that's always been the approach that we've taken is, we're going to prepare hard, and we're going to throw everything we have into it because of the love that we have for one another and our own community and the support, and we want them to be able to be proud of our performance. So, that'll start in the morning.
Well, they're proud of this performance tonight. We know that. The Trojans, even their record in district play, stay in the parish 2 more times this week. But before any of that can happen, we'll be out at Walk-Ons on Thursday night for the Thomas Bachman Show.
Need to pack the place.
The crowd getting bigger and bigger
great.
each time.
Yep.
It was great to be outside. And there is a little bit of a rumor going around that when players come on that show, they have really good games because X and O were on the show last night and they come out. So we're going to get the whole crew out there.
Well, we're going to have Ty on. I already told him.
That's right.
I told him yesterday, hey, next week you're coming. And, I mentioned to Coach K, I don't think he said, well, I'll tell you what, we win tonight. I said, all right, well, you're going on the show next week. So
There you have it.
I talked to Coach Free as well. I said, look, you need to get out there, get on the show. And then, yes, I did confirm with Ty and his dad that they're going to be a walk-ons Thursday night.
Look, and the beauty of it is we got as long as we want. We don't have to cut it off at any
right.
time.
That's
That's going to do it here. I'm going to let you get back to your team. Coach, as always, thank you for taking the time to come up here and do a post-game show with us.
Always
I think our
enjoy it.
fans that watch just really like getting inside the mind of Thomas Bachman. It's an interesting place, my friend. Indeed, it
I
is.
bet you where's Kim at when you need her? I bet you she'd have a comment for that.
She's trying to find that magic floor like I have in my house, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to use that one.
Guys, that's going to wrap it up here from the post-game show. Again, before we get to the show next Thursday night, you'll be able to join us and catch up on all of this at 5 o'clock on Sunday on Coach Speak from Quibitos. So join us right here. But we'll see all of you guys out Thursday night at Walk-Ons at 7 o'clock, and then we'll head over to Pineville to face the Rebels. We'll see you. For my man, Brett, sorry, Brett, you're back there doing it. Everything else I get in there. For Brett that was on the camera, Roger who ran the camera for us tonight, my man Nick, Coach Thomas Bachman. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.